Did you know that Kano, one of the largest cities in northern Nigeria, is home to a surprising number of billionaires?
As a rich man walking by, you won't even know that he has money like that, but deep down, when he's at home, or if you know his wealth, you'll be surprised to know that this one is a billionaire.
This video is not just about finding out or touring the luxurious homes, but also investigating why the extremely rich and deeply poor coexist in one of the most populous cities in Nigeria and Africa as a whole. What does it mean to be poor in northern Nigeria, and what does luxury and happiness mean to them?
Kano City is for everybody.
They live like among themselves.
The northern Nigerian plays a vital role in the Nigerian economy. It consists of 19 states in Nigeria, and the famous and most populous of all is Kano. That means this is a region where you can see most northerners from different states.
Call it mother to the north. Everybody will have big markets. So we have big land. We need a border. Anybody come, you are welcome.
I think Kano is like the central hub of commerce when it comes to the northern region.
Okay.
Yeah, most northerners come to Kano because there are many opportunities here.
Okay.
In which every individual will be able to tap in.
So, in this video, I'll be using this city, Kano, Nigeria, the most populous northern city and one of the African populous cities that can only be compared to Lagos.
When was the last time the census took place? I think 2006.
Yeah.
So with the way I'm seeing the population of Kano, I think if a census will take place in the couple of maybe to this year or next year, I don't think Lagos will pass Kano.
Although it's arguably stated that the current population of Lagos, which is Africa's most populous city, and Kano, is debatable.
Population will pass in Lagos. Before Ibadan. Ibadan pass anywhere population. From Ibadan to Lagos, to Port Harcourt. But now Kano don't pass all of them.
So me, I'm a northerner, I live here, I live around here. I think Kano is the most populous state in Africa, not Nigeria.
But unlike Lagos, where the number of rich people are often isolated themselves in those gated estates, Kano present a different picture.
I am now. You will see some houses that they're like wow, like very, like very wealthy house, like this for example. And beside it, you see another house that's like this. So
Kano is home to a diverse range of affluent individuals. This is one of the few regions in Nigeria where the rich and the poor live together. With a mix of traditional and cultural modern luxury, the residents of Kano rich are often mixed in the same community.
All those movie stars here around here, you'll be surprised for me to say
celebrities
see the house here, so they live among us. They don't go out to separate themselves like other people do out and banana line you out.
Northern Nigeria is where some of the Africa's richest people are made, including Aliko Dangote, Africa's richest man, and some other prominent richest people in Africa.
Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote from Nigeria, has been named the 6th most charitable person in the world.
In Kano, you will find neighborhoods where the wealthy live with modern house in a large home which park expensive car. Just a short walk away, you will see family living in makeshift shelters, struggling to survive.
So how is the wealth gap in northern Nigeria?
To an extent, I won't say that the wealth gap is much. Maybe when you include the politicians, and that's when we say maybe the wealth gap from the poor and the rich is that much. But from an average businessman to the local man, the individuals like me, I won't say, well, it's much. It depends because an announcer man like not, we don't show off. You understand? Most like people don't show off their wealth. They do everything in secret. You see an announcer, a rich man walking by, you won't even know that he has money like that. But deep down, when he's at home, or if you know his wealth, you'll be surprised to know that this one is a billionaire.
And how is that a region producing such wealth and wealthy people is also referred to as one of the most largest number of poverty? Is it the government fault, or does it have something to do with the culture and religion?
They have reason for it, which I don't know. So I'm going to also find this out.
Nasarawa is for big men areas. Anyone big man, Nasarawa. Any big man come, Nasarawa. Kano City is for everybody. It's for everybody. Even in this area, you see we have some rich people, we have poor people. So it's anybody, anywhere you like, you come and stay. Like this one is a retired soldier. The person who get this house, Alaji Isa Bandara, is a retired army. The other person there is from Nufe. So we have Sani Menage area in Maiduguri Road. All there is people, rich people and poor people. They are together there.
Why is it like that?
It's now, all this. Nobody carrying himself saying, me, I hate this, I hate that. See everybody, Igbo, Yoruba, nobody did know the day. Yes, we come together for this life to come and do something and find your way.
According to the media, poverty rate in northern Nigeria can be said among the highest in the country.
Poverty rate is much. I won't lie. It's much. The not, but it's not as the way other people think.
As I investigated deeper, I realized that the wealth gap in northern Nigeria is not just about money.
Straight now to ask people and confirm and ask them these questions. What does poverty really mean to them? Maybe when we understand that, we understand how they live and how their lifestyle is, because you cannot actually understand how different lifestyle lives, how they live their life. It's something you have to find out.
Our tradition here doesn't demand that one has to be extremely rich, one has to have money. So long as anyone you can ask around here, so long as you can eat, you are alive, you are healthy, your family, they are not in you. That's enough wealth for most people in the north.
Poverty is something that afflicts people, and it's mostly found in rural areas, whereby someone will wake up with nothing to eat and nowhere to go. In spite of that, also there's a poor man who does business, yet unable to provide some basic necessities. No enough money, no enough food in the house, and no good shelter. These are types of poverty that can happen to someone. Poverty is when you're left home with nothing to eat, then you also go back home empty-handed with nothing to give to those whom you left at home. That is poverty. When you have nothing, that's poverty. Poverty is when a man goes out with nothing to eat and has nothing to do. That is what we refer to as poverty here. But Islamically speaking, or let me just say here in the north, when you say you have a contented heart, then you are not poor. Since you can go out and find what to eat, tomorrow if you come back you find the same thing, then you should be thankful to God.
God now be the happiness. You thank God whether you eat 1 time a day or 2 times or 3 times a day. You thank God. Even you not get something to eat at once, you thank God. The person who gets to eat in the morning, eat in the afternoon, eat in the evening, also thank God. Pray to God. Person who not get, may God give all of us. You see now, I pray for people who died. I pray for when we don't get house. I pray to God may give us. So how to pray? We thank God. Anywhere you there, God there with you.
When you have money and you are able to help others, that's being rich. When you have money, you can feed your family and be able to help someone so that you can also eat. That is being rich. Sometimes when you have a fine house, a beautiful car, you have money at home, you have it in the bank, that is being wealthy. There's also wealth of having children and farmhouse, cattle, and the rest. These are also kind of wealth. But the greatest wealth is God creating you, being steadfast in your faith. You are also able to feed your family. This is the greatest wealth you can have. That is what we call contentment in one's heart. What makes me happy? In my life, I'm grateful to God for making me a Muslim and also making me thankful that whenever I find something, no matter how little, I'm always grateful. That's what gives me joy. If you are well enough to go out to look for ends meet, then you are rich. Being wealthy is Allah's doing. Seeking will not make you rich, but when you are contented in your heart, and you go out to find something doing, then you are rich. Majority of people think it's when you have a lot of money, that is when you are rich. What you have might be different from what someone else has. That is Allah's doing. When I have a lot of money, pile of money, I eat, sleep, wake up, and I look around and say, this one is mine, that one is mine. And I'm able to help the orphans, family, and friends.
How much do you think someone can survive on? Like, how much do someone can survive on?
Like an individual. Well, now with the way things, we've not the impact of inflation around. But then I think 1,000 naira, some 500, like from morning to night. Now I think it could be like 3,000 with transport, coupled with transport. But without transport, still, I think 2,000 at most. But averagely, I would say 1K.
How much is it? 100 naira to cut my nails.
Your legs, huh?
Yeah. Okay, let me do it. Yeah. Pedicure of 100 naira. Less than $1. Cent safe.
It's just now that they've increased it. It's only 15 naira.
Before it's
15 naira. You can still find other people that do it for 15 naira.
so Tinubu don't affect them too.
The National Bureau of Statistics report that more than 10 million children in Nigeria are out of schools, and many of them are in the north. These children, known as almajiri, are often seen begging on the street. They are potential wasted in the system that has built them.
Mutane da yawa da suke wa almajirai kallo na kaskanci da kasancewa nauyi ga al'umma.
Mutane suna ɗauka almajirai kamar wasu kamar ba su gata ne kuma iyayensu ba su sani, to ya mutane da suka ɗauka kenan kuma ba haka ba ne. Asali ma soyayya ce ake ɗauko da almajiri daga gaban iyayensa su kawo shi saboda su ba karatun da suka yi na Muhammadiyya kenan. Ko a ina kake ko almaji ko wanda ba almaji ba, in dai kana zaune da mutane lafiya da ko chama.
What do you think is because why almajiri? Why are they so much important?
Well, actually, I would say like 50% of them are not actually almajiris. They are not being actually sent to that particular school to learn whatever they are there to learn. Most of them are just kids that just left their home. Maybe they don't have money, food, or they just can't stay at home. They will come, match themselves with those almajiri, go around begging for food. Yeah, they will just form to be almajiris. They are not actually almajiris.
So it's not all of them like that?
Yes, it's not all of them that are almajiris. Most of them have homes.
There are estimated 10 million of these children across Nigeria, many of whom end up begging on the streets without access to proper education and basic needs. They become a symbol of the region's deep-rooted poverty and inequality.
Daga Katsina. Na daɗe. Ɗaya da rabi. Bara nake daga ƙauye aka kawo ni.
Bara kuke yi? Wannan wace ce? An waka ce? Daga wani gida, daga wani unguwa kuke? Dogon maja? Ya sunanku? Kai Aliyu, ita fa? Me? Siyama. Ina mamanku, ina babanku? Ban ji ba, babanku ya mutu? Babanku fa?
Irin waɗannan iyalan suna da yawa kuma suna cikin mawuyacin hali a duka faɗin arewacin Najeriya. Ga talauci, ga kuruciya, ga rashin lafiya, ga yunwa, ga wahalar biyan kuɗin haya, ga kuma rashin ilimi.
This is what they read Quran now. When they grow up, they read the Quran, then go to the end, so they go to sell their land in the village, come and start market. So when you come to the market, all of them, and then you see that they call them Alarama. Alarama be like a professor in English. So now they put our market all this before you see them say they are very poor. They are not too poor.
So the solution is, I think this is where the government needs to come from. and also the parents, because most of those kids, maybe they don't have like, I won't say home training,
Yes.
but they are just left out to just go into the streets like
Fend
that.
for themselves.
Yes, and fend for themselves.
They can be prone to anything.
Yes.
These are people that can grow up and decide that, okay, they want to do anything to survive.
It is simply to point finger, but it's good to know that some of the richest countries in the world like Kuwait, UAE and Qatar are also deeply rooted in religion and culture. So why is the situation so different here in Kano, Nigeria? Wanting to change to create a more equitable society, these are the questions we need to ask, not just in Kano but across Nigeria. This is not just a local issue, it's a national crisis that has not been addressed. The consequences could be devastating for an entire country, just like how we are seeing the recent surge in insurgency. Thanks for watching. I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you think is the biggest factor contributing to this wealth gap? Let me know in the comment section. If you're interested in more content like this, be sure to check out my other videos.